Hello everyone, welcome to your pick a card predictions for the month of August 2019. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the pick a card format, what you're being asked to do here is pick one of these piles associated with a particular crystal. Now, pile number 1 is associated with the lapis lazuli crystal. Pile number 2 is associated with the clear quartz crystal. Pile number 3 is the malachite crystal, and we also have pile number 4, which is associated with the amber crystal. Pick one of these, whatever you're intuitively called to, and if you'd like to pause the video now to think about it and just see what instinctively is calling you, and we'll get started. I want to start with pile number 1, which is the lapis lazuli crystal. So let's get started. We have rose quartz, which speaks about love life. This is about new or renewed romantic love being here for you. It's beautiful energy. Your heart is ready for great love. And this card validates that your romantic prayers have been heard and are being answered here in the month of August. Rose quartz is associated with innocent, youthful, playful, romantic love. So if you're currently in a relationship, you might want to have some a date night, some playtime, get away with your partner. If you're single and looking, rose quartz is a sign of courtship, flirtation, the bliss of new love being on the horizon. Beautiful energy. And rose quartz, of course, is a symbol of love. And it's often carved into heart shapes to greater connect with that heart energy. Now let's get the 3 cards here, see what your focus will be on, how to bring about this beautiful love energy into your life. We have the 3 of coins, so I'm going to put these here for you. The 3 of coins, the temperance card, and the strength card. I want to focus right in the center because I feel that this is the card that is calling to you the most. It's one of finding that balance, finding that peace around love, having peaceful love, finding strength in love. And I do feel with this 3 of coins, or the 3 of pentacles, that is a spirit of working together, of teamwork. It really is a beautiful energy. Strength tells me that you have the power within to overcome any kind of obstacles, fears, or doubts, and bring about stability, greater comfort, joy in your life when it relates to love life in particular. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. Of course, it can be whoever you love in your life. Could be family. And temperance speaks to me in a way where you are harmoniously balanced within whoever you are hanging around with in August. I don't see any conflict. I see a beautiful spirit of working together to achieve results, which is lovely. Now let's see what else we have here from the Chrysalis Tarot. You have the 9 of Mirrors and the Minstrel card, which is the King of Stones. Now the 9 of Mirrors here is the 9 of Cups in traditional tarot. So it's the Wish card. So lucky you here, because you've pulled the Wish card. Whatever you're wishing for, it says that you have a good chance of having joy brought about in your life in August. The 9 of Mirrors radiates the vibrational energy of Quan Yin's golden flower. Now, the flower's genies have been let out of their vases in this card and now joyfully frolic in the tree of life. So they do invite you to make a wish if you haven't already, because the 9 of Mirrors is Chrysalis Tarot's wish card. Bringing peace, bringing balance, harmony upon all areas of your life. And it also tells you to pay special attention to the meaning of nearby major arcana, which would be the temperance and the strength cards. So I do feel it's all about bringing harmonious relationships together, making them stronger. And we have the minstrel, the king of stones. Now this is the king of pentacles in traditional tarot. The attributes of this person, can be male or female in your life, is assertive and loyal. As your official or unofficial financial advisor, this minstrel is a reliable source of knowledge, often a relative or trusted friend, occasionally a professional. He tethers you to reality. The minstrel is your confidant in money matters, and like his canine companion here, this dog in the card, he's loyal and reassuring and is someone who knows you well. In your reading, the minstrel's cheerful tune confirms financial or physical well-being, or both. So not only is love life harmonious, but also I feel you're attracting good things into your life as well when it comes to financial stability. Now at this point, I would like you to focus on a question that you have. Once you have it in your mind, you may want to pause this video again while you get a question together, because the next card I'm going to pull is going to be the answer to that question. So have a think on it for a moment. And I'm now going to pull the angel answer card. The answer to your question is, don't stop. So it tells you to keep going through, keep going with whatever you're doing. It is a go card. And let's take a look and see what the message is overall for August. We have the card of wisdom. So wisdom speaks about everything you have within you is, I'm getting it as, you recognize that you have that wisdom within you, is what I'm getting from Spirit here. This cup of wisdom. A cup of wisdom being presented to you. Your soul wants you to know that your wisdom has not only come from good times, such as these that are upon you here in August, but also the difficult times, failures, deflated dreams, seemingly wrong turns in life. They've all come together to grant you this wisdom. It's a message for you to cherish every experience, for all of it has deepened your wisdom, compassion, understanding. Also know that there is this innate wisdom in you now because of what you've been through. And it's simply a matter of being still and turning within in order to access it. Sometimes we get caught up in focusing on the future, what's outside of us, that we forget that we do have that strength, we do have that wisdom within us to create the type of life that you actually feel empowered by. And I get at the moment it is by strengthening and making relationships around you, especially love relationships, harmonious. Beautiful energy. Okay, let's look at pile number 2. Let's move on to pile number 2, the clear crystal quartz. We'll start with the overall energy. You have the card of Angelite. Now, Angelite speaks of spiritual or religious community, joining with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. So whatever that means to you, it doesn't have to be solely about religion, of course. It is about finding people that are like-minded. If you've been feeling lonely, this card comes to you as guidance to connect with like-minded people in a more spiritual setting. Perhaps you've received the inner call to attend church, temple, or to find a spiritual group aligned with your particular beliefs. So this card confirms that there is true divine guidance and encourages you to take the needed action. There is an energy around you of receiving guidance about your own spiritual path, including intuitive ideas about what would provide support and a friendship. Making friends with people who share your own spiritual beliefs offers you a feeling of safety, where you can easily be yourself in social settings. It's Studies also show that having that sense of community is correlated with increased health and longevity. So now it's the time for you to take this next step. You're being guided in this direction. Yeah, the card speaks of the gemstone of angelite. It's a really pretty kind of robin's egg blue stone. It's formed from gypsum. The stone actually can dissolve in water. It's known for its calming influences as well as its connection to the throat chakra, the energy center related to your voice, and communication, divine communication between spirit and yourself. So there is a feeling here of connecting. Now let's get the focus here for you. Two of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Coins, and the King of Pentacles, or the King of Coins. So I do feel that there is a relationship that you are feeling this spiritual connected energy with. Pay no attention to the actual signs here, because they could be earth signs, of course, but it could be parents, if you're a younger person here, or it could be a spouse. But there's very strong connection here, and it's spiritual or religious in nature, like-minded, someone who shares your viewpoints, and the energies around these two people is a natural kind of flow. The King of Coins, of course, speaks of prosperity, abundance, someone who is very good with practical things in life, such as money. And it's about having a very strong, stable connection with someone where I get equality here. I get very strong energy of you both being on the same page and making a choice to lead a kind of life which not only gives you this stability, but also a lifestyle in which you find comfort, safety, community, somewhere where you belong. It's really a really beautiful energy around you. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Merlin card from the Chrysalis Tarot, and we also have the Healer. Now this is the Fool and the Page of Cups. I want to start with Merlin there. Now you'll see Merlin, he's a kind of a cute Merlin in this card, because he's got this wonderful little cat there as his companion. Merlin's cuddly cat. Cats, of course, have 9 lives. They symbolize rebirth, and 9 indicates completion, perfection. Cats are curious and quick to take risks. While journeying into the unknown always involves risks, there are significant rewards for those willing to dive in deeply with an open mind. Merlin's staff here with the serpent head is a symbol of his power as a healer. It's a positive symbol indicating renewal, rebirth, which is the major theme of this card. In your reading, Merlin signifies innocence and potential. He asks you to let go of anxiety or preconceived notions about where you're going or how you'll get there. Approaching your own hero's journey with a more carefree attitude and having faith. Yeah, faith seems to be an overall energy with this reading. Trusting that things are going to work out, and rebirth. We also have the card of the Healer, which is the Page of Cups. Now the Healer here, again, there's an energy of, I do get that as more of an empath. I get that as an empathic kind of energy. So you may relate to that role, the healer, but it's healing in terms of a more practical kind of approach. She is likely to appear at a time when you need a strong, supportive shoulder. So it may be this person that is around you is providing that strong, supportive shoulder, or you them. Very beautiful energy, healing, blossoming as a result of support and a sense of comfort, safety and security, a sense of belonging, companionship, being where you need to be. Lovely. Now for the next portion, before I pull this next card, what I want you to do is focus for a moment and think of a question that you are wanting to be answered here for the month of August. You may want to pause this video for a moment while you think of something. I'm going to give you a moment and then I'm going to pull the card and we'll see what the answer to your question is. Okay, I'm going to pull the card now. The answer is trust. Yeah, trusting in the universe, trusting in the unknown, taking that step, taking that risk, renewal and belief, trusting and faith in that things are going to work out. Because I do get an energy here of being divinely guided, which is very strong spiritual energy around this whole reading. Now I want to pull out one more card. We have the card of communication. This is about communicating from the heart, love surrounding and protecting you. And so I do get that energy of protection here. So you may have someone around you that you feel comforted by, protected by, or you them. Your soul wants you to know that communication restores trust and allows you to clarify your ideas, position, and feelings. It can be healing when you share what has been withheld. So opening up to this person or they to you, improving the communication. Anything that has been withheld, blocked, needs to come out here. It's the time to take a risk and have the courage to speak with forthright clarity. Share any kind of unspoken, darker energy that lays heavy in the heart. Even if there is a feeling of being afraid, there's a need to step forward here, take the risk and declare your love. For all to hear, and especially this person, without fear of being rejected or misunderstood. When you do this, transformation and healing can occur. The affirmation here is, I communicate from my heart and love surrounds and protected me. So being protected in revealing something that you feel either blocked by or you feel like you've been withholding something from this person. Trusting that it's all going to work out and that you will not be rejected or criticized harshly for doing this. Rather, I get a sense of being guided, protected by someone who wants to help you heal, supportive energy. This person is going to not think less of you. I'm getting that from Spirit because it's a very spiritual healing energy around this reading. Okay, let's move on to pile number 3. Let's take a look at pile number 3, which is the crystal of malachite. I want to start with the overall energy. The focus is yellow jasper. This is control issues. Utilizing your strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So yellow jasper, with this one, it's a sign that you may be experiencing a power struggle with someone, or even feeling that you're not in control of your life. Power struggles can be like a tug of war, with both sides pulling on the energy in an attempt to win. This can be very frustrating and draining, so the card is reminding you to find a healthier path to this obstacle. There's a feeling around yellow jasper It's a variety of chalcedony, an opaque quartz stone. It means speckled because of its spotty appearance. And yellow jasper is related to the solar plexus chakra, the energy center located in the stomach area, and it lends strength, courage, confidence, and protection. So don't give away your power to others and surrender any control issues to spirit, who can peacefully heal and balance this situation. Focus upon your own energy and actions instead of fearfully monitoring what others may do here. Okay, let's take a look, pulling 3 cards for your likely actions. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the 5 of Wands, and we also have the 6 of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to start with the center card there because I feel that that's the most significant in this case. So yes, there is this tug of war, or fearing a tug of war with someone around you. Petty squabbles, fighting, each both wanting to win an argument, conflict. It seems to be related to something from the past here with the 6 of Cups. Could be way back. And the Wheel of Fortune tells me that this is something coming back around from the past, circling back around. In order for you to release control, finding a better way rather than wanting to control an outcome, control this person or they you. Let's take a look. I've got 2 cards here from the Chrysalis Tarot. We've got the 9 of Stones and the 4 of Stones. These relate to coins or pentacles energy in traditional tarot. Now the 9 of Stones is a card which speaks of, you'll see this woman walking away from the stones here. So it's being indifferent to things that you have perhaps valued in the past. You'll see that this group of 9 stones represents accomplishments. This maiden has realized there's more to life than what these stones represent, something that she once valued. Her decision being set in stone, she confidently turns her back to the old and sets her sights on a new way. Her shaman's walking stick symbolizes cosmic connection. It also symbolizes authority as she lets go and takes control of her own life. So the 9 of Stones is about taking stock, weighing options carefully, and being willing to walk away from something that was perhaps once of value to you. It could be wanting to win an argument. It could be this person. Whatever caused this tug of war between you. And with the 4 of Stones, which is the 4 of Pentacles in traditional tarot, again it speaks about holding on, possessions. You'll see this jeweled chest is filled with prized possessions, but it blocks the pathway to understanding. You'll see it blocking this doorway here, and beyond that doorway are steps leading up to a more spiritual path. The card could be a warning not to overvalue material things, or wanting to hold on to something here, or it could signal that you've become reticent to making needed changes in your life. The way ahead is blocked. It's frequently presented as a card of trouble, but as with most things, proper balance is the key. While the 4 of Stones acknowledges your accomplishments to date, actually both of these cards do, now may be an ideal time to slide this chest to one side and consider a higher calling. Yeah. I do feel that it's something that you're trying desperately to hold on to win, wanting to control an outcome. It could be around something that you've worked hard for, an accomplishment, a goal achieved in the past, but you're having to change your perspective, change your viewpoint here, and release in order to move on to something else that is actually meant for you, is what I'm getting from Spirit. Yeah, I do feel that these cards relate to something that is more about something that is you possess, material possessions, and having to walk away from that. It could be, it could be a situation here where it's a fight about money, a fight about what's yours and what's the other person's, some kind of dispute. It's some kind of dispute with someone. Now, at this moment, I'd like you to pause and think about a question that you would like the universe to answer for you. And I'm going to give you a moment. You can pause this video to think about a question if you'd like. And I'm going to give you a moment here, and I will let you know when I'm about to pull over the next card, which will give the answer to the question that you are asking. Okay, I'm pulling over the card now. The answer to your question is unlikely. Okay, so whatever the question there was, the answer from the angels is saying it's unlikely. So whatever that means to you. And the final card here is the card of compassion. The affirmation with this is the vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. Now, your soul wants you to know with this card that true compassion starts with yourself. Unconditionally accepting yourself just as you are. It isn't necessary to be perfect, and there's no one that you need to please but your higher self. So the more you can release judgments and negative beliefs about yourself or others, the more true compassion you will have. Be gentle with yourself and cherish who you really are. It's time to release any guilt or shame because they no longer serve you. Forgive yourself and forgive others. And anytime you notice any kind of negative thought about yourself crop up, immediately replace it with a positive one. The affirmation again is the vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. Okay, so let's get started on pile number 4. With pile number 4, which is attached to the amber crystal, the overall energy here is the smoky quartz, clearing negativity, releasing negativity from within or around you. Okay, the smoky quartz. With this one, there's a need to clear away any kind of negative energy from it that's in your present life. It could be a grievance from your past that you've been harboring and have had difficulty forgiving. Now, you don't need to consciously know which form of negativity you're clearing, and you're also not advised to analyze it too deeply. After all, focusing upon negativity only gives it strength, gives it power. Rather, this card is about providing self-care to clear yourself. It could take the form of trusting someone around you to provide you with support. I do get an energy around you of being very highly sensitive. And people who are highly sensitive can absorb lower energies. So you may have absorbed something from around you. It's nothing to fear or be ashamed of. Rather, it's a call to action to take the matter into your own hands and take care of the situation. Now, clearing methods could include sleeping next to a smoky quartz crystal or wearing smoky quartz, spraying sage oil or smudging a sage wand, soaking in a sea salt bath, spending time in nature, or doing gentle exercise. Smoky quartz crystal is usually grey, brown or black, sometimes translucent, and it helps with psychic protection, releasing negativity, clearing the past, and grounding. Okay, let's take a look at what you'll be dealing with here. You've got the Page of Coins, the Ten of Wands, and the Moon card. Okay, I'm going to start with the center card, the Ten of Wands. I do feel that something's become too much of a heavy burden for you to carry around, some kind of negative energy, perhaps from a past event that Spirit is asking you to clear away. The Page of Coins tells me that it's a call for you to take action. There is a feeling around this of practical action. I see this as a card of being in touch with natural elements. You'll see this beautiful young deer here. So I'm getting very much a call to action to bring things back more to a natural state, or bring things back to basics. Relieve yourself of some of the stress or tension that you've been carrying around. The Moon card tells me that there is some negativity that needs to be cleared so that you can see the way forward more clearly. I am picking up the Moon here as a block. There's negative energy. The feeling here is of taking charge of what is blocking your path forward. I do get an energy here of release, surrendering what is blocking you, clearing any kind of negativity from your path so that you can move forward. Now, from the Chrysalis Tarot, we have the Five of Scrolls and the Corsair, the Knight of Spirals. I want to start firstly with the Five of Scrolls, which is the Five of Mirrors. It speaks of sacrifice and victory. It's the sword and the stone. It represents the hard realities of the world. Excalibur has affixed these scrolls of higher consciousness to this great symbol of the material world, where it awaits your sacrifice of righteousness. Okay, so the sword of sacrifice can be extracted in different ways. We all know the story of the sword and the stone. The Five of Scrolls may ask you to focus more on the needs of others at this time rather than on your own. If there's something that you're wanting to win here, it's not about coming from a place of being selfish or just wanting to be the conqueror or the victor. Rather, it's about finding victory in a gentler, compassionate, kinder way without wanting to win over another. It cautions you to fight off gathering clouds of negative energy. Again, so clearing the negative energy. The thing is, you don't want to clear negative energy from the past by bringing more negative energy into the situation to clear it. No, it has to be done in a way that is from a higher vibration. So not coming from a place of wanting to win, vengeance, jealousy, envy, anything there that can block your path. You want to be completely clear, thinking very logically about how to clear this energy from you by doing it the right way, is what I'm getting from Spirit. It asks for the sacrifice of higher consciousness over any kind of petty concerns or selfishness. Now the Corsair, the Knight of Spirals, he is the Knight of Wands. His attributes are independence and strong will. He is coming into this reading to kind of shake things up a bit. there's risk-taking energy here that yields substantial rewards. Very much an energy here of movement. Very much a card of action. And complete trust and confidence in one's actions. This vibrant energy attracts enlightened spirits. And the Course here emboldens you to live life to the fullest on your own terms. Yes, so there is this energy around you of a renewed vigor, renewed vitality, and really wanting to take action to remove the blocks. But you're being called to do so from a higher perspective and leave any kinds of feelings of vengeance or selfishness behind in order to completely clear yourself of any kind of negative energies. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to ask you to think for a moment about a question that you would like answered here for the month of August. If you would like to pause the video and think for a moment, please do that now. And I will give you a moment and I will let you know when I'm turning over this card, which will be the answer to your question that you are asking. Okay, I'm going to turn over the card now. This is the answer to your question. Yes, so it's a big yes. Beautiful energy there from Spirit, giving you the green light. So it seems to be an answer to whatever you feel is the right course of action to remove this negative energy from your life. Now let's get the last card here, and it's a call to action. The affirmation with this is, I step into my glorious future with determination and power. So very beautiful energy. This whole reading seems to be about taking action. Now being the time to take practical steps to clear this negative energy from yourself. Your soul wants you to know that there are times when it's important to think carefully about an action, and I feel that that time has been in the recent past, and now there's an energy of stepping up, actually taking the action, now being the time to listen from your heart, conquer any fears with a calm gaze, and forge forward with certainty and power, making decisions now to rid yourself of what has burdened you, stepping into your glorious future with determination and power. Beautiful energy. Well, I thank you very much for watching the Pick a Card readings. I'll be doing these once a month from now on, so I do hope that you enjoy. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that very much. And if you haven't encountered me before, please take a time to look through my channel. I have many different types of readings. Ones that I do by myself, and I also have someone with me as well, Richard, and you may find those dual readings of interest, something a little bit different. So wishing you well, and thank you for watching. Please take care. Bye for now.